Test. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Hey, what's up, iSurf Tribe Nation? What's happening on the Surf GoPro again? Atua. Check out his tips written on a surfboard. Great way to work on a couple skills to remind you while you're in the water. Only focus on 1 or 2 skills at a time, and then once you get those mastered, then you change it out to the next skill. Great way to stay focused. So we went out, as you can see, there's almost nobody out. It was just Atua and I for the first maybe half an hour. And we just want to try a few different things on the GoPro. I'm using the Pro Standard mouth mount and GoPro 4. I know, archaic. We have to upgrade pretty soon, very soon. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to order on Amazon and have one of you guys bring it out to me. So yeah, it was a really nice day. Not a lot of people out, and that's because we go out in the middle of the day towards a little bit after lunch. Now check this out. Look how far away Atua looks, and that's one of the things with the GoPro. But he was actually, like, when you're seeing it in person, he's right there in front of you. And for these kind of shots where they're coming at you and the wave is passing by, I actually take the GoPro out of my mouth and I hold it up in the air to get a little more height out of it. But the rest of the time, I just keep the GoPro in my mouth. Here's another one. Oh, this one's pretty funny. This one, I wanted to see how close I could get to him, and look how close, right there. Look how close my board gets. That's literally like 4 or 5 inches. And I'm hooting and hollering at him, and it totally threw him off. And then he wiped out. It was pretty funny. That's why you could see, like, he had a smile on his face as he was wiping out, because it is distracting when you see somebody like right out of the corner of your eye, right on you. But I'm definitely getting better at this. I'm becoming the GoPro follow master. This one, the wave broke on my back again, so I stayed on my belly. I don't really like that shot. Too much water in the face. Probably not going to do those anymore. But I went and caught my own wave. You can see that I'm surfing towards the rocks, and they don't look that close, but they're actually a lot closer than they look, because a lot of the rocks are underwater too, so they're actually right there. And caught a couple waves in between while I was going out, or when Atua would catch a wave. And I found that frontside doesn't hurt my knee so much. As you guys know, I had a knee injury, and going backside kind of hurts my knee a lot more. And I think it's because when you're going backside, you tend to put more pressure on your front foot to get speed, when you pump down the line. But frontside doesn't seem to bother. My knee is about 75% right now. It's been slowly healing, little by little. Another side shot with me holding the GoPro in the air, Atua doing a quick little floater for the camera. And here's Atua signaling that, hey, let's try some 360 shots. So what we decided to do now is we were like, Atua, like I said, he does a lot of 360s, so we wanted to try to follow him. And what I quickly realized is when he's doing 360s, I have to be careful, because when he goes into a 360, he doesn't really have control which way he's going to go. And when his fins catch, sometimes it can make him turn left or right really for a moment. And if I'm too close to him, we'll end up colliding. So I figured that out after a few waves. It's like, you'll see on the next wave where I get really close, but you see, I almost made it. He usually makes these like no problem. He actually he made a bunch, but I couldn't get into it. Like, he'll catch the wave and I'll try to follow him, but he gets in the wave so early compared to me because he's so much lighter. And he's on one of my old surfboards, so he's got tons of volume. And I'm on just a regular surfboard. Here's the one. So what happened here is I took off deep and more on the peak, and I got up early and I start pumping down the line. He goes into a 360, and you can notice right here that I actually get in front of him for a second, and I realize he's still coming down at me, barreling down, so I had to quickly turn left to get out of the way to record the rest of it. And that was a pretty fun shot. I thought that was pretty cool. A couple more shots from so Atua is trying to do air reverses now. Oh, this is really cool. This guy's name is Tim. He paddled up to me and he said, hey, you guys are the YouTube guy. And it turns out he's from Russia, like legit born, raised in Russia. And he basically found our videos, and I asked him, how'd you learn how to surf? And he's like, from you guys taught me. And I thought, man, that's really cool that there's people from all over the world, like, Russia, that are basically finding our content, and then it's basically changing their life. And he was very competent surfing, he knew what he was doing. So a couple little more waves, and that pretty much wrapped up the session. I just wanted to get another video out for you guys, get back into this routine. This right here coming up is the last wave of the day, and it's funny how the last wave of the day, like any surfer knows this. When you say, hey, okay, I'm gonna go in, next wave, that doesn't mean that you're gonna just turn to the beach and start paddling in. What that means is I'm going in, it means I have to catch one last good wave on the way in. And that can sometimes take half an hour to an hour, because surfers don't just paddle in. We have to catch a good wave in. That's just the way it works. And it's pretty funny because every surfer that surfs knows that. It's like, and sometimes guys will use that excuse like, oh, here comes a really good wave. Hey man, I'm going in. I'm going in. Can I take this? You know, and they'll try to try to let you give them that wave for the end. But every surfer that surfs a lot knows exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, guys, that wraps up this video. Pura vida and aloha. Love to leave your comments. Oh, follow us on Instagram. We're going to be doing live stream Q&As, and they're only up for 24 hours. So if you want to be able to see those videos, you got to follow us on Instagram, which is @iSurfTribe. So we will see you guys in the next video.